For sure, I know that has ruined so many people's careers. You walk onto stage, it's electrifying, everybody laughs, and then you're like, I am this big thing and nothing is going to stop me. And then it just, you start tumbling, you start crumbling. But how do you constantly get better? It's an assignment for you as a comedian. You're not always stuck at one place. You must be able to research, you must be able to get better, you must be able to, sort of like elevate in your craft. Talk to me about, as we wind up, some of the ways you get better for yourself.
Personally, when I joined comedy, I thought it was more of an individual sport.
Yes.
You do your thing, you go home. But there's an evolution that went on that has made it now a team sport. That means as much as I'm working on my craft,
right,
and my way is not your way, my way is research, is personal experiences, it's political, what's happening around us, society, history, culture. Then you come now to the workshop. You've done your work, you've written your jokes.
Yes.
So how we get better is we meet every Monday at 2 Grapes.
Correct.
Like clockwork. Every Monday at 7. We panel beat our jokes so that on Wednesday, as much as it's an open mic and it's free entry, there's value that you're bringing to the table. Because it may be free entry, but the audience is paying for food and drinks and their time. Time is money.
It is.
So you give them value so that when you do have a ticketed show, someone's like, oh my God, I am definitely going to watch because I know there will be value.
That's right.
And as a woman, you have to step it up even more.
Yes. Which is very important. We have that conversation about women in this particular space. Yes. How hard or easy is it? Based off of your experience.
My personal experience.
Yes.
For me, it was not easy per se, and neither was it really hard. It was more trying to find who Shiro is as a comedian, because there's a tendency to want to compare yourself to Nani and there's amazing female comics in our scene, amazing, that I found and that are still joining. And the challenge is to find your authentic voice so that you don't sound like someone else. You don't want to sound like Nani, and her experiences and yours are very different. The audience wants you, authentically you. So that was one of my bigger challenges, to just stay authentic, because it's a very smart crowd. They will see when you're not being authentic and they'll not enjoy. You will also not enjoy. So that was a really struggling point for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
And of course, you've had other women who have helped you throughout the journey, and there are those that you can note that have had a significant influence throughout this should I say years? Imepita 1 year, so we can say yes. It's safe to say yes.
Through the year. Throughout the year.
Throughout the year or months, many months. Yes, are there those ladies, those women who have been, around you, inspiring you, helping you create, craft and continuously improve yourself, that you would say thank you so much for always being beside me?
Do you want names?
Yes, I want names.
I'll first start by saying Naomi. That's my mom.
Ah, wow. Shout out to Naomi.
My mom is my biggest supporter, to be quite honest. And she's not a comedian, but she's the one woman I would start with thanking. But also, here's what I noticed really quickly is there's no such thing as female comedian.
Enlighten me.
You are all comedians. You bring jokes. Nobody wants to know whether you're female or male. It's jokes.
But the experiences must definitely be different.
Yes.
Okay.
But what I had to learn very quickly is people don't cut you slack just because you're a woman and it's a male-dominated industry, and they're like, it's okay, she's a woman, she doesn't have to be really funny.
Yes.
No. In fact, you have to almost like push and make sure they see past the female and they just see the entertainer who's brought them really quality material, and they're going to enjoy it.
Facts.
Yeah. So the thing is, like now with us in Punchline, we have a movement called Girls Aloud.
Oh, wow. Yes.
It's female-led because acquiring and retaining female comedians is a task. Women are very self-conscious naturally. That's how we are built, almost all of us. May not be all of us, but a good chunk. So acquiring and retaining female comedians is a challenge. And once we do acquire, we really nurture and keep them in-house. Kabisa, like, don't leave, let's nurture this, let's see what you've there must be a reason why you're here.
Yeah, you're working with them every step of the way.
Yes. And Girls Aloud is now our movement of intentionally going out there, seeking out that talent. When we now nurture you. And we're actually going to have a show on March 9th and 10th.
Oh, fantastic. Just girls only.
Yes.
Yo, that's going to be good. That's going to be dope.
There will be comedians from TZ, from South Africa.
Ish.
Now,
that lineup is crazy.
Nairobi. Oh, yes.
It's just laughter back to back.
Back to back.
My God.
No, not just we don't play. We bring jokes.
You pull all the stops.
And entertainment, yote.
Yeah.
So Girls Aloud is really going to be amazing because it'll be a 2-day show.
Yes.
The first day will be in Louis Leakey. The second one will be at a matinee in the afternoon on a Sunday into Grapes. It's going to be a riot because it's going to be just females.
I mean, it's a plan. On a Sunday, that's an absolute plan. So make sure you turn up and, of course, go laugh. All right. So what is your parting shot as we say goodbye? Because we could have this conversation for like 4 hours.
We could. What I just ad-lib you. Everything you're saying, I just ad-lib.
What is your parting shot now as we're wrapping it up?
My parting shot.
Yes.
I would like to, number one, thank the person who shall give me flowers at some point tonight. I'm looking at him. Secondly,
sijui kama kamera zitapan kwake tuweke
wamwone. But aside from that, comedy is an art that is being embraced so well right now, and I am feeling really grateful to be part of this revolution. It's such a good time to be alive.
Yes, beautiful.
Such a great time to be alive.
True.
If there are any women and girls who would love to join comedy, this is my call to them because women are funny.
Yes.
It's just we are very reserved.
Kwanza when they're giving the udakus,
it's hilarious.
they gossip. Yeah.
That's my dream, to have a bit more traction with our female comedians and have more of them join in. But also just to thank Punchline for having me and you guys for having me, because Punchline found me and grew me into this person. Kwa kienyeji
ulikuja
Nairobi kusoma hata sasa bado siko short hizi barabara ziko
ukiwachiliwa tu hapa Moi Avenue niambie kuja Kenyatta Avenue ni hivyo tumekumaliza
ndio hivyo najua tu Kimathi juu ya interview but
good one.
I'm happy to be alive at a time where art is being embraced in such an amazing way and to be part of that revolution. I feel like as a stand-up comedian I do a lot of other things. I MC, host, screenwriting, but as a stand-up comedian,
gives you so much satisfaction.
The lifeblood of what I do.
Lovely.
Yes.
Amazing.